So I'm going to be waiting for that. All right, here we go. The match has started. RadicaL2 versus TAW here on Vale. All right, and we are seeing now that RadicaL is starting in control, and oh no, TAW has started in pipeline as aliens, the worst spawn for aliens on this map. So they are going a 4-1 split. They're going down through the vents, trying to lock down, you know, precious cargo over there. Skylights. Clash is not going to be fought against in Skylights. And Trusher and Emney coming into Nanogrid. They're going to see that it is clear, which is probably going to give them an indication that the aliens did start in pipeline, because if they started in cargo or subsector, Nanogrid would have already been taken. So now we are seeing Howl, Cellar, and Yaluzan skulking around Nanogrid. Emney, Trusher, and Anzi building up the RTs there. TAW playing a very patient game right now, and here comes the fight. Trusher takes down Yal. Emney takes down Cellar, and Trusher takes down Howl. Wow, so that push completely won by RadicaL. And now Colex coming in just through the vents underneath. They're going to come up around the top right here and try to get some information. I don't think he should push himself. Maximus now as a Gorge, probably going down to cargo. And there's the quick hive drop in cargo. When you start in pipeline, you just got to do that. Emney and Anzi taking down Colex. Colex went in alone, not using the buddy system. I don't know about that. Cellar now coming through Y Junction. And he looks like he's going to go down through system waypointing. And on the other side of the map, in Overlook, Clash is there waiting for an RT drop. And these two guys from TAW are going to be checking out Subsector to see if it is cleared. We are going to see now that they are moving now. Cellar moving into this. I'm just going to try to get it from his point of view. He does tag him in the back with a nice bite. Gets away. And does take down Clash with his pal. That RT now, 97% built, wasn't even full, and now is going to go down on the other side of the map. Nice push here by TAW, taking down the RT. And RadicaL responding. Taking down Trusher. Wow, and Jansen, nice biting by Colex. Down here in cargo, Emney and Anzi has pushed right into this new hive, 80% grown, 90% health. You guys did see a Gorge tunnel there that was just destroyed, and now Cellar now coming in to push away this RadicaL offense, and he gets taken down. While that is happening, we're seeing some RT harassment on the map. Now 3 of TAW's skulks coming in there to push away Anzi and Emney. They need to get them out of here and let this hive get grown in order to have a chance on this map. Wow, nice shooting there with the pistols. Holy cow, Anzi and Emney now holding it down there. And we're seeing 2 Marines coming to reinforce Nanogrid. Colex goes down, but he does take down that RT. Wow, and 50% on this hive. It is now grown, but there is almost no health. I mean, we're seeing now a little bit Cellar coming in to try to stop them. If he goes in alone, he might get tagged. These guys are pretty great shots. And Cellar goes down. Yal coming in. Marines being reinforced by Trusher. All of TAW coming in to push this away. Can they do it? 18% on this hive. Emney, the only one left, and he gets bitten in the face. He goes down. Observatory now has been completed in Subsector. So now we see Phase Tech has started. The Sys chain coming up to C12. You know, TAW going, just getting 2 resource towers right now. Wow. And we are seeing Emney, Trusher, and Anzi coming in through topographical. Yao relaying that information there. We're seeing a little bit of an ambush being set up here in Y Junction against Clash and Jansen. That power node is going up, which means that they are going to get a phase gate up in Y Junction. This is a popular spot for Marines to throw down a phase gate. It gives them access to nanogrid to defend if they have it, and also down to cargo to get it. But that is going to be taken out by TAW. Great engagements there. Emney and Tresher in C12. 50% on this RT. That looks like it's gonna go down. And they look like they are going to continue pushing through the neck. They're gonna go ahead and meet Yal, who turns that corner and turns around right away as for a hail of bullets. And that drifter is going in there. It's gonna get tagged as well. And now another RT harassment happening by in nanogrid by Colex. Jansen responding to that threat down in cargo. Hal just sitting on the ceilings. We see a scan going down. Maximus and Hal coming in against Anzi takes him out. 66% on that RT, and we do see a Crag has been put up. 24% total health on this hive. Colex did take out that poor Marine that's just laying there face down, and that RT goes down. Nice harassment done here by TAW. They are still sitting on just 2 resources. If we look at their winning engagements, I like how they're pushing the Marines around this map, but in the metagame of this, they are falling really behind. Look at this res map, guys. RadicaL been sitting on 4, 5, 6 res towers for such a long time. Look at the res differential there. This is now they have 6 RTs. This is not looking good for TAW, even though they do seem to be winning slightly more engagements. Jansen, Anzi, Clash, and Emney now coming in, clearing the sys in nanogrid, trying to take this back. Colex up in the vents, trying to see what he can do. Nope, he's backing off. Phase gate now coming down. 2 RTs being dropped. I mean, they can drop everything right now. I mean, they have 5 RTs. They're sitting on 2 blueprints right now. Those are going to go up. That's going to bring them up to 7 RTs versus just 2. Little attack happening in control. Seller 82% on that phase gate there. 2 Marines, Emney and Anzi coming down to cargo. Not much defense there, and these guys are very good shots. TAW now killing that blueprint of that phase gate in subsector, biting on that observatory in subsector as well. Back over in cargo, we're seeing Emney and Anzi. They're just hitting a spawn wave. 3 skulks pop out to try to get this out. Wow, what great shots there, but it's not going to be enough. Anzi ends up going down. That phase gate is up in nanogrid to make sure that they link that up and increase mobility for the Marines. So this so far has been a very interesting game. TAW now up on 3 RTs. This could be attributed to as well to starting in pipelines very hard to establish map control, especially starting somewhere there. And now a fight happening in system waypointing right outside subsector. Anzi takes down Seller, Yell takes down Thrusher, and Anzi's shot takes down Yell. They are moving now into subsector. We're seeing that sys chain move from cargo into nanogrid. Anzi is the only one coming in to try to stop this. He does have a shotgun, does take down Devore. 2 skulks now against him. He finally gets bitten in the face. And now 4 Marines in system waypointing. Yao runs up behind Emney, tries to get him in the back, but he just gets 1 bite off before he gets a shotgun to the face. Seller and Colex now coming in to respond to this threat in Y Junction. 70% built on this power node in Y Junction. If they can nab a phase gate there, they'll be able phase gate in an armory. They'll be able to establish a nice forward base to put a lot of pressure on this cargo, which is going to start pulling back TAW from the front lines. Over in C12, we're seeing Anzi taking down solo this harvester. No one responding to that. Another Marine coming through the phase gate in nanogrid. It looks like they are clearing the sys chain here a little bit, but change of plans. They are moving. Nope, they're splitting off. Okay, I don't know what they're doing. All right, so taking a look around at this map. Devore, knowing that someone is in C12, that RT was just taken down, they're sitting on 2 RTs right now. He is going to back up Colex in Nanogrid, who's biting off that phase gate. 55%. They actually could take this down, but a push is happening down in cargo. A phase gate has gone up in subsector to link that up as well. Emni and Clash now pushing into subsector. We do have a lurk on the field, and that is going to be Yao. He's trying to stop this Marine push. They're pretty low, 13% and 33%. Don't know how much more damage they can actually do. On the other side of the map, Anzi just on an RT rampage, and Howl taking down the observatory in control, 43%. Trusher does spawn, takes out Howl with a shotgun. Back down in the action in cargo. Yao trying to push back Clash and Emni. They are out of cargo and have been pushed to the hallway in Y Junction. Nice fight by Yao against Clash. Emni now with that shotgun. He is down to 34%. And now a phase gate blueprint has gone down in the neck. Anzi putting up that power. I don't think they do know that they're there. The Drifter has just been killed. They're sitting on 1 RT. This is not looking good for TAW, losing the resource game, even though they are doing so far an okay job in engagements. We're seeing Hal now come back against Anzi. That phase gate is up. He phases through. He's going to be backed up by Colex. They know they can't have this phase gate there. 50%. Amni and Thresher now. Thresher coming through. Oh my god, all of RadicaL, almost all of RadicaL phasing through. Colex and Howl go down. Phantom on the other end. And we're seeing now a push into their main hive. This is not looking good. Look at this map control, guys. I mean, we knew from the beginning that it was already going to be tough for TAW to get any type of resources and try to hold any part of the map starting from Pipeline. They did stop that Marine offensive there. They did take out the phase gate, which is good, but pressure all over the map for TAW. They do have RadicaL just starting an advanced army. They have weapons 1, armor 1, and shotguns. Yal doing a great job there as a lurk, just trying to stop these Marines, using his spikes very wisely. Lurks are a great harassing unit. And we see in Y Junction, there it is, what I said in the beginning, this is a popular spot for a phase gate. If RadicaL gets a phase gate, it is up. If they can get an armory down somewhere here or somewhere here, that is going to be a great launching point. On the other end, there's a little tussle happening in the dome. Trusher just getting killed by Howl and Colex. They tried to put another phase gate up in the neck. So now phase gate is up and functional in Y Junction. Marines are phasing through. 32 team res for RadicaL. They could afford just dropping a quick armory, but it looks like they are just going to keep pushing into cargo and rely on health packs and ammo packs to be dropped. Over on the other end of the map, in C12, that RT just got lost. TAW cannot catch a break. And now Howl just gets shot in mid-air. Wow! Colex now up against Anzi. Try to make that. Wow, shotgun in the face. Hope I caught that just in time. And here we go. Armory forward, full forward base being established here in Y Junction. We got a robotics factory going down. That's probably going to start turning into an arc factory pretty darn soon. 4 Marines. We see a Mac just being pushed out. Devore up here knowing what's going on. And now Anzi on the other side. They're going to pinch this hive. And it's going to be really tough. There comes the upgrade to the arc factory. That's going to be done in just a bit. And while that is upgrading, they're going to put a lot of pressure, put TAW on the defense. I mean, with being so behind, nice bone wall there catching Emni. You know, with being so behind in the metagame, this is really all TAW can do right now. They're just pushed on the defensive. They can't really do much because right when they push out these Marines, they're just going to respawn, come in through the phase gate, and start again. And it's going to be tough. As you can see right now, TAW just having a hard time. Couple of Marines died in that engagement. Now they're moving back, refreshing, taking, and on the other side of the map in Pipeline, Gorge Tunnel, the tunnel entrance has just been destroyed in Pipeline. Anzi running rampant there alone with a shotgun in Pipeline. Drops a scan down for him, and Seller gets out of there. This is not where you want to be as aliens. I mean, you just don't want to be pushed on either side, especially like an annoying little harasser, you know, that's happening on the other side of the map when a big push is happening on the other side. These guys are pushing in again. We do have the arc factory has been completed. One arc has been pumped out. This is a matter of time. Seller and Colex now coming in. These Marines are pushing in like crazy. Let's just get a quick look here from Jansen's point of view. Oh, nice bone wall that right in front of Jansen. Very nice. But it's not going to help out too much. Colex takes down Anzi, and Jansen is trying to back out. He's the only one. He's going to get reinforced by another Marine in this hallway, but finally gets taken out. Crusher is being pushed back. And now the Marines, again, are just going to keep pushing through this Y junction. I mean, there are tons of phase gates on this map. Another one going up. 5 phase gates going up now. Anzi now being nano shield, and now with that new nano shield, you guys know it absorbs 75% of damage instead of 50, but it lasts less than half the time of the original nano shield. Lasts only 3 seconds now versus 8 seconds before, which good change on that. That was ridiculous. Trusher, Jansen, Emney, and Clash. And now that phase gate has been taken down. The robotics factory has been lost. And these 3 arcs are now pushing in. They're probably going to set up right here just to start arcing cargo. Phase gate getting taken out in the neck. I'm not seeing any pushes anywhere. Anzi now there. Yeah, definitely. They're still sitting on armor 1 and weapons 1. I don't know if Rika forgot to upgrade. I mean, he's floating 100 res. He can really just start upgrading right now. As Zephram, the ref, pointed out, Hal now running rampant in control. 27% on this hive. And the hive gets destroyed. Devore trying to do his best against these arcs, taking one down to 67%. That's not going to be enough. Hal just running around the subsector trying to take these phase gates down. They are sitting on 2 res. Let's look at the res map right now, which gets cut off. That's fantastic. Can't really tell much from there, other than the RadicaL is doing a lot better in res than TAW. Phase gate now, coming up in cargo. Really need to get on those upgrades. They'll probably be, I mean, I know that they're winning right now. We do have a fade on the field, Colex. Which is their only fade. We do have Howl at 51 res. We do have Phantom at 49 res. So they basically could have 3 fades on this field pretty quickly. I know they're sitting on 1 Harvester. But it's just how they use those. And now with a prototype lab that just got built and jetpack started, even with those fades on the field, it may not be enough. They're not going to be able to have blink, which seriously affects the fades. And now a big push by TAW. And here comes the beacon. They need to get out of there, especially the fades. Screw the skulks. All right, and the fade did get out of there. A couple skulks died. But with so many phase gates around the map, doesn't matter if they forced them to beacon, they can get around the map so quickly. And down in Y Junction, we're seeing now that little bit of an expansion has, RadicaL has expanded into cargo, dropping an armory, dropping that phase gate. Those arcs have now moved into pipeline. No marine defense, which is odd. I don't know if you want to be doing that. We see a nano shield going down on one of the arcs. Here comes the defense for the marines. Oh, wow, just taking down. Oh, and the fade has died. Sorry I missed that fight. But in pipeline here, those marines are now coming in, taking out those eggs. Only 5 eggs left. We do have Hal and Phantom as fades in there. They better be careful. 3 eggs left. Those arcs are now coming in. Jetpacks have been completed. This is a very good push by RadicaL. Good defense there by TAW. Really what's only saving them is those 2 fades. And those go down, and if those aliens are going to work on those arcs, I mean, that was a good defense play, guys, but, I mean, as you can see, they are now sitting on, RadicaL's sitting on 7 RTs, you know, 1 as a blueprint. They have phase gates all over the map. Wow! I'm sure Colex didn't see that coming. He just turns the corner and gets 2 shotguns to the face. Jansen, Trusher, and Emney now with jetpacks. We do see grenade launchers being researched. I'm still wondering where where those upgrades are. And we are seeing now those fades are working together. They cannot lose that. There go. RadicaL wins. We've seen a concede happen by TAW.